Hello. Welcome back.
Right.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing.
Prepare yourself for a fight.
I don't remember. I know I'm doing a side quest, but that's all.
Show them what you're really capable of.
The elements are in us.
Let's
What's
see.
next?
Let's see, what's my money looking like? I mean, not bad, but not great either.
Watch
We're
out.
getting ready to go into like final dungeon zone soon.
Brace yourself. Don't let your husband shine.
Snooze, you lose.
Wide open.
A chance.
Eh,
Gotcha.
Aaron.
They're down.
There we go.
nice.
Go to town.
Engaging skill.
A chance.
Gotcha.
Make it count, Aaron.
Activating skill.
I like this game. I'm kind of sad to see it go, to be honest.
Activating skill.
There, guard.
Engaging skill.
Add some more.
But
Turn, man. Wide open.
there we go.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
May you continue to persevere, Van.
Gotcha. Take this. Take the sun.
You get him.
The job.
You're done. Beep, beep. Da-da-da-da.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Dan.
Keep your wits about you.
Gotcha. That's what you get.
And skibbity bop bop ba da bop. Bo. I look forward to the game so much. Luckily for me, I already have it pre-ordered. So whenever it comes out, oh buddy, you best believe I'm gonna play it. And Sparking Zero comes
Nice.
out
That went
in
great.
like 2 weeks.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
I'm gonna try my best to have enough money to get it the moment it drops. I want the physical version. Not that I won't play the disc version, or not that I wouldn't play the digital version, but I want the physical version. I want to hold that baby in my hand.
We need to be cautious.
Take the sun. You snooze, you lose. This'll hurt.
Your turn, man.
You're not getting away. Blast off. Make it count, Aaron.
Jeez, bro.
Now's a good time activating skill.
There we go.
You've got this, Agnes.
Random light. Innocent heal.
I'll take that.
There, guard.
Your turn, Van. Wide open.
Go time.
Now.
Go to town.
Engaging skill.
Sucker. Payback time.
Chance.
Too slow.
There.
Make it count,
Activating skill.
There we go.
I shall handle this.
Have some more.
Nice.
Go on, Agnes.
Too slow. A chance.
Wide open.
And almost got him. Get out of here.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Dan.
Gotcha. Take this. Snooze, you lose. Close in and kick some ass.
There we go.
Too slow. Make it count.
Activating
Boop,
skill.
boop, boop,
Have some more.
boop.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Bear guard.
Engaging skill.
Punch, punch. Man, he like, did you see that? He like slid back. That was cool.
Go time. Sucker. Go to town, Graham.
And I got that like critical rate.
Some more.
Ha! That was a decent fight.
You sure went off the rails,
Be
Gramps.
sure to keep your distance.
Take this. Gotcha.
Next one.
Take this.
Banana.
Take the sun. Take this.
Nice, got that over there.
Too slow. Go time.
Activating skill.
Take that. Have some more.
Activating skill.
Hey, 2024,
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
just like the
You
year.
showed fine skill.
Alright, I think we're good. I don't think we're gonna. Well,
This
nah.
is simple. That one is a brute.
No, I wanna start getting the story along here. I will, however,
the
battle
gang's
all
all
of these.
yours.
Jeez.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. There. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Give me your worst. Show me what you got. All you on, yes.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Aaron.
Activating skill.
There we go.
I shall handle this.
Engaging skill.
Sucker.
Your turn, Pan. Gotcha. I shall handle this.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Master, I need
And
your
there we go. Arc of El Dorado.
Your move, Aaron.
There we go. A chance.
Activating skill.
Too slow. Bring it on.
Wide open.
Wide open!
Master, I need your help. Have some more. You'll be sorry for that. Got this
Oh.
on you.
Oh well.
Gotcha.
Dispatching shield.
No chance.
You shielded him for it to miss.
Payback time. You'll pay for that.
Wide open.
So why don't you use your CP move, your crafts? Because I'm trying to save it for the boss fight, which is probably going to need it.
Sucker. You're stunned.
I don't know though.
Go time.
Ah, you!
Chance.
Activating skill.
Gotcha. A chance.
Wide open.
Dispatching shield.
Not while I'm here.
Not while I'm here.
Get out of here.
Get it, Aaron.
Go time.
All right, now I can
Keep
focus
moving,
on this
Dan.
guy.
Gotcha.
All you on, yes. Got your number.
Hey, got your nose. I know that's not what he said,
Sucker.
but
Go time. Keep moving, Van. Too slow.
I got one more turn.
I shall handle this.
Sucker. They're stunned.
Go on, yes.
All right, there we go.
Activating skill.
Alright.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That was amazing, Aaron. Watch out for ranged attacks.
That hits the spot.
Better believe it does. I'm gonna sue my game. Let's get him. Let's
Give me
get
your
him.
worst.
Here I go! Different guard!
I shall handle this.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Going all in. Master, I need your help. It's go time! Send you flying! A chance! Here goes. Stay put!
Stay put. 5,000.
Go time!
Now's a good time to boost. There.
See if I can't paralyze him.
Go time!
Boost gauge limit crushed. Activating skill.
No, we'll get one.
Soar for me!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
There we go! A chance!
Oh man.
Grab the light! Innocent heal!
I'll take that. Payback time! You'll be sorry for that!
Activating skill.
There we go! They're stunned!
Go to town, Gramps! Have some more! A chance!
Your turn, man.
You're not getting away!
And get that 11,000 damage.
Gotcha!
Activating skill.
Sucker! Go to town, Gramps! Have some more!
Here I go.
Engaging skills.
Celestial Impact, bruh!
Cosmos holding ruin. Celestial impact.
Boost gauge upgraded.
I shall handle this.
Engaging
Here I
skills.
go.
Boost gauge upgraded.
What a way to go.
A chance!
Boost gauge limit increased.
Your turn, man.
Stay put! Don't
Stop healing!
I'm out!
Taking center stage.
Keep it up! It's working!
Initiating
Let's
skill.
ready
Boost gauge
the
expand.
time.
Initiating
Let's
skill.
ready the scene.
No!
Not now.
Here I go.
Oh man, I didn't bring catcher.
Much more.
It's in your hands.
I'm on the scene.
That's not good.
There. You saved me. Here goes.
Activating skill.
It's the end of. There.
Activating skill.
It's the end of.
There we go.
Have some more.
I'll take you on.
Initializing drive.
Thanks, pal. Payback time. Bring it on.
Have some more.
Alright, here we go.
turn,
Now
Judith.
we're...
Have some more.
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Here goes. Flames. Give me power.
That's all, folks.
More deposited.
Hey, got a trophy.
Off we go.
Woo!
No rest for the weary. Good grief. Actually,
And we're gonna put air guard here and back in. Oh wait,
Rainfall, thank you for walking into my life.
no, I already saw the movie. All right, let's go. Nah, we got it. Take the job again. Anything else you want to share? Maybe he said something more about this trusted source of his, for example. Yeah, I remember him telling that was nowhere near enough info to find the thing myself. Only hint he gave me with the people who know about as much of my past as you do. Way to pique my interest. I wonder what Dingo's past was like. I've only heard bits of it myself. How much do you know? Even less than you do, I suspect. I know he used to live in Muscledom before ending up in the capital 7 years ago. That's about it. Wait, didn't Dante's act like he knew him?
it's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly. If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldom.
Yeah. And you were still Enrique's second in command back then.
I did touch on it during the Crave video. Alright, we'll see what we can take out with the info then. Good luck. Anyway, my break's over. I've got to head back to work and find scoops for the festival. I'll give you my number. Just give me a call if you do find it. I'll wire the money if you do. I'll give him my way of honoring Dingo's death. Got it. We'll take it from here. I don't like that he's dead. He's one of my favorite characters. Geez, usually at least stick around for a game. So what's the plan? We don't exactly have the load of info to go off. All I could really have is someone that knows. That rules out Jack and Vermati, and Van, obviously. Oh, and Ren, too. Yeah, any information dealer is probably out of the question here. And so anyone with as many connections as Ren. The people like Nita and I know even less about the editor-in-chief. Dingo was a very private person and went both ways. It's honestly surprising me to see a gossip magazine reporter being so considerate. It's just how Dingo was. Jack, Fermati, and I tried not to pry on his past either, mind you. But something must have happened between Dingo and Dante's while he were in Mistleton. He left the city after whatever that was, ended up in the capital and becoming a reporter right here. Don't know any details, but I imagine we'll get out of this knowing a whole lot more than what we came in with. We're gonna be unearthing what he tried to bury this whole time. All the burdens he carried by himself. You don't look like you're about to back down, though. No way, a job's a job. And I'm nothing if I can't see this thing through to the end. Oh? It's not an information to anyone, but she was close with Dingo. Yeah. I can't be the only one who immediately thought of her. Oh! I suspect I see who you see now. Are we going to meet her then? Yeah, let's head over to the Tyrell Times. Oh, that jerk left us with a bill. You gotta be pretty sly if you're gonna be running a big rock. Man, Van looks legitly so upset. Van, like, legit looks
On my
annoyed.
way.
Well, I heard.
Oh, it's you guys. Great job, everyone. You really saved the day back in Erasion. Thanks, you're a big help too. Without you, I would have ended up. I've noticed you've been busy lately. Yeah, you could say that. I have a lot of investigating to do once these revelations about Erasion came to light. And it was all worth it in the end. I feel like I'm finally making a difference. Good for you. Nothing just got one less thing to worry about there. I sure hope so. Oh, hey guys, good to see you again. You came to talk to you, Marielle. I'll give it to you straight. We're working on a 4SPG involving Dingo and need your help. What? You are? What sort of request is it? Please, tell me! Talking about Melt Editor-in-Chief, Mr. Cunning. Dingo told me about him before, but I never had the chance to meet him in person. Really? Not even once? That's kind of surprising. Then again, Dingo was more of like a involved kind of guy. So I guess it makes sense that he would meet him and you wouldn't. Okay, dadgummit. Give me like 2 seconds. Freaking glasses. Apologies for the uncouth pause. My glasses were dirty, and this little thing here that I have to clean them wasn't doing its job. Do you remember Dingo ever talking about that thing by the chance? By the chance. Doesn't have to be anything or direct or explicit. Anything that you might remember him saying will help. Actually, we didn't just talk about it before. I've seen the notebook with my own eyes. Say what? How did that happen? As I'm sure y'all noticed, when he was alive, I tended to barge in on him while he was trying to work and stuff. One day, when we were having lunch, I was asking him advice how to interview people, and he was writing stuff in a black leather notebook. I asked him what it was since I was curious. He told me it's where he jots down his info down, both for his reporting work and info broker stuff. That definitely sounds like what we're after. At least we know it's real. I got a little whiny and tried to get him to show me his notes, but of course he refused. When I got all huffy about it, he kind of laughed and patted me on the head. I still don't remember exactly what he said. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although if I play my cards right, you should never have to. He must have been really preparing for what might happen to him in that case. If that's the way he was talking, then we'd probably roll him. Okay. The CID also apparently swept through his place and couldn't find any material of note that he left there either. He had either given it to someone else to hang on to, or stashed it somewhere for safekeeping. Which brings me to the next question. Can you think of anyone he would have left the notebook with? Or anyone he might know where it would be? Anything's... Again, it's okay if you don't know anything definitive. Any leads that you might have would be great. And to be clear, I don't mean other info brokers like Vermati. I'm talking all sorts of other acquaintances he had. Think of something? Maybe I could be the clue wrong, but I can't rule it out either. Basically, when Digger was alive, he would sometimes cover the adult industry for Mail magazine. He did? That's interesting. I guess that comes with being a tabloid reporter. What's the adult industry? Doesn't every industry have adults in it? It's called for grown-up stuff. Certainly more grown-up than his wannabe protege right here, that's for sure. Anyway, one time I confronted him about it. Do you really have to cover such sexual stuff in your articles? If readers demand, it's our job as reporters to give them what they want, plain and simple. Plus, it's a way to get information that can help shut down some of the nastier illegal places run by the Mafia. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Say, out of curiosity, do you ever visit those sort of places yourself? Only when I need to for work. Lately, I've been too busy to go any places like that myself, so I've had to lean on my old contacts a lot to get what I need. Not exactly ideal. My job is supposed to be here to report on things I see myself, but it is what it is. Fair enough, I guess. You sure won't hear me complaining about you. Complaining about what? Nothing at all. Anyway, what's this contact you mentioned? Her? She's a woman who operates underground. Runs a handful of outlets. Pretty talented, all things considered. She? Your contact is a woman? Yeah. What does that matter? You gotta introduce me to her. It'll help me write down better articles. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dingo said it was too soon for me to go to a place like that, and that was that. Looking back on it, there was only one part of town he could have met when she was still working underground. I think that goes without saying. Only I don't think I might just know the woman he's talking about. Never would have guessed those two had history. Sure, being a business that fit the bill when we were down there. Does that mean we're going to the Blacklight District? Yeah, who knows if anything will turn up down there, but it's worth a shot.
Hey, you guys? I want to go with you. Could I, please?
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous in the Blacklight District. Well, I already know how dangerous it can be, believe me. We're talking about Dingo's notes here. It's inside that matters to me too, you know.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although if I play my cards right, you should never have to.
She does have a point. What do you think, Van? Alright, you can come. You did give us some valuable info, so it's only fair, but you gotta promise two things. One, you'll stay behind us down there, no running ahead, and two, you'll carry your own weight and help us out, too. Deal? Deal! Thanks, Van! I promise I won't regret this. I promise you won't regret this. I might regret this, but you won't.
All right.
To the
Let's do
BLD!
this. I've seen you before.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Let's see.
Boss is gonna yell at you.
The boss is gonna yell at you, man. Joe Browning.
I like it.
Wanna get a drink together?
Ooh, you look dangerous. I'd better see you again.
Let me ask you something.
There we go. Yo, it's you. You know, I thought I knew you well, but I had no idea you and Dingo went so far back. Level with me here. You were the one helping to investigate Almada's illegal adult business, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. We must have worked together for a decade, I want to say. We both had to keep it on the down low in order to operate freely, though. You and I had known each other since we were both up in Messeldom. Wow. Not long, huh? Guess that makes sense. If you don't mind me asking, how did the two of you, meet? It wasn't anything special. He was a newly minted intel broker, and I was your common whore, making ends meet out on the streets. We had a nice little thing going. He'd buy information I coaxed from my clients, and I'd do him some favors in kind. You scratch my back, I scratches. This is all news to me. Can we assume that Dingo hadn't started doing any reporting work back then? More or less. I will say for an errand boy working underground. He had a certain naivete to him back then, maybe because he was still so young. I had an acquaintance who worked at a local paper. I remember being pretty intrigued about that side of things. Yeah. I'll also mention it was 8 years ago when I made my move to Edith and set up shop down here. But before I left, he gave me some top secret information as a parting gift. His intel and his connections have been a huge help to me. Leave it to the lady killer to schmooze his way into the underground. He really helped out a lot of people while he was alive, didn't he? That he did. Later on, everything went down in Messeldom. Personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break and get to the better line of work with better people. You never know what life's got in store for you. Maybe they gotta stick a like in him and throw him a bone. Maybe so, yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but what happened to him in Messeldom? I don't know anything about that. I wish I could tell you, honey. It's not really my place to say. It all happened after I left, so I only heard things through the grapevine. If you're looking for his notebook, I've got some information I'd be happy to share. Really? You do that? Oh, thank you so much! Just to clarify, we're looking for this black leather notebook he used to carry around. Seen it before, I take it? Sure have. He's been looking for a good place to stash it away. I offered to hold on to it myself, but he turned me down. Can't blame him for being so cautious when he was going up against Almada. But I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for a piece. That was 3 days before everything went down in Crave, for reference. How did Dingo get the crane? He had this tiny car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. Usually he took the train or a bus when he had to go out. Probably flew a bit from time to time too. I don't know what he did here. Same, we're talking about a guy who knew all the tricks by that point. He might as well just have been moving randomly. He sure as heck wouldn't take something as obvious as public transit, not when Almada had eyes everywhere. Dang it. I think pretty good chances I gotta take a taxi. You might be onto something, man. Wow, you sure had to sit there and think for a while. Dang it, I didn't expect all of them to be wrong. What kind would he take him? Probably one of those independent ones instead of a company taxi, right? That's a good point. A self-employed taxi would have given him more flexibility. Ah. Do you know something that actually does? I remember Dingo said he would hail a taxi to get to a reporting site. He mostly took one that had this black and yellow checkered pattern on the bottom. The driver was an eccentric Daiku from what I recall. He finally comes into play! So you can always repay your coming back here to play, you know, don't forget that. The punks breaking in the newbie reporter he had befriended. A taxi with a black and yellow checkered pattern. And Dingo was a regular in it. Yep. I get why we can't go in there, but I kind of wish we could.
Off we go.
That's fair.
Child Tower, your time has come. You will be mine this day.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, it was in the big boy with a cute girl hugging his arm. Never thought you'd ask me about the name of notebook. Wonders never cease, huh? Ah, looks like we found our guy. So word is you were scratching Dingo's back every now and then. Yep, I may not look it, but I used to run all over the Republic taking odd jobs on the DL. I was on a smuggling run once, and bam, just bumped right into him. That's how we met. It must have been, 10 years ago. Dingo would have been around 20, I think. So, do you know how you got tangled up with Armada back then, too? Oh, my boy, do I ever. That was why I led to asking me to help out of the city that day. I stuck him out just like that. He hopped on a bus for Cray, and that was the last time I saw him. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have let his idiot self do that. It wasn't your fault, Giordano. Don't beat yourself up over you were the one who killed him. It was Armada. Not even Dante's on that. That. Yeah, you're right, yeah. I heard he got what was coming to him at the old Capitol. But Dingo's laughing up there. I'm happy karma came around for that jerk. Well, it makes him feel better. He really regretted being the guy's broker in the past. Dante's really wasn't the same guy once he took over. So that's his background, huh? I'm not trying to justify, but Dante's used to have a good rep on the streets. He had a code and he stuck to it. That's to let the people trust him. No wonder he ended up so popular. With how much everybody hated the head honcho before, he got Dingo a classic. Dingo was his informant, huh? Fed him the info he needed to bring the old guy down, and now instead we had this monster he built. A fitting title for him. I'm not too privy what happened beyond that, so I don't want to speculate. Looking for Dingo's notebook and you think I've got it? Dingo. Please, may I have it? Well, I'd love to give it to you, but I'm afraid I can't. Is there something you wanted done first? Pretty boy said it was for your eyes only. He told me to keep an eye out for this brigand guy and a newbie reporter. If anything happened to him, he wanted me to give him this here key to whichever of you I bump into first. Oh, so what's this key? Looks like a key for a station coin locker. Like you'd see around the subway. Spot on, he said he stashed it in the easiest locker he could find. I'm not sure what he meant by that. I have no idea what station it's at. Could it be the one by Ban's office? Probably. Step back and take a look. Thanks a bunch, Giordano. Maybe I'll make up for it with the tour guide one of these days, when I feel like it. Haha! You call me anytime you're plastered, and I'll be your DD?
Gonna eat something? Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
Then let's head over.
What do I do?
Well...
The key for the driver probably goes down to one of the coin lockers here. What do you say? Should we check what's inside? Okay. They located the one that corresponded with the key they held, finding a black leather notebook inside. The group then proceeded to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the contents of the notebook. What do we got here, Dingo? This is something, alright. I didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I knew for a fact he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just anyone could pursue a home motto to the degree he did without backup. It was probably his way of amends for the role he played in Dante's rise to power. Not to mention how the previous boss's family was murdered too, even they didn't get spared. That's horrible. Such a heavy burden for him to carry. But that wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that this would happen. I can't imagine he felt like he could be in the public eye anymore after that. And that's why he took me under his wing, a good-for-nothing brookie. It appears he compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders we took down in the race yard as well. Let's have a look. Viola, 26, originally from a minor noble family in the Quadus region of the Central East. Her family fell to bankruptcy after Quadus to annex Vallis. But herself was sold off to a wealthy merchant, so they make she sued down to the hands of a criminal organization that was targeting the merchant, though initially nothing more happened. More than a plaything, an object of pleasure, she eventually managed to out the boss and wrestle control in her own hands. In 2 years later, the group tried to expand their influence in Calvary. That conflict gets into the Armada. Conflict was brief, and they were quickly regulated by Dantes, to whom, as a consequence of her turbulent past, she incredibly dependent on Dantes, which might be the reason she harbors a fierce rivalry with her fellow Melchior. It's produced by Zach Darms. Holy crap. 35, Principality of Northumbria in northwestern Sumeria. He was 5 years old when the Salt Hill appeared. Fled along Prince Balmond, left the country, spent most of his days in adolescence in the free city of Tulsa. Trained by his father in the material arts of their homeland, he served their former ruling family until the age of 25, though his life was soon thrown into chaos. His father would retake Northumbria following the death of the Northern Jaegers figurehead, the current ruler since Prince Balmond's escape. After that, their assault on Northumbria's capital, Haliask, controlled before they were overthrown by the Northern Jaegers. This ensued a massacre of the remaining civilians in Haliask, mandated by the crazed former Prince Balmond. So Prince Balmond was swiftly and secretly executed by Northern Jaegers following his capture. Wandering from one opposite core to the other, was eventually scouted by Dantes himself. Though outwardly austere and restrained, he's merciless in combat, sparing none who dare to cross him. His ultimate goal is to be able to find his final resting place. I'm most curious about Melchior. Olympia, age 19. A remote village hidden in eastern Zemuria. Rumors say there's intelligence compiled of heretical publishers. That girl did not look 19. Though thought to be an artifact of some sort, the doll looked after by a medium. The village's gruesome customs mandated that those close to the medium were offered as sacrifices. Spared no one, not friends nor family. Basically stuff we already know. But also, like, more detailed. So I could suggest instances of criminals being slaughtered when encroaching on a wandering pair. She was later inducted into the Gardens, the assassin organization, and made overseer of the Garden of Aurum. Though it appears she had mostly left to her own devices after being invited by the other overseers, these including Melchior and the Emperor. If I were to guess, the incident that took place in her village led to her and the angel developing a psychologically interdependent relationship, resulting in her autonomy and emotional diminishing. Okay, she had the chance to reclaim that lost capacity. Ariak, gender, male, age, over 150, question mark? In contrast to being known confirmed leaders of Almada and Garden Overseers, eyewitness reports of him were few. What we do know of the Garden of Rust's Overseer is he's a very dangerous man clad in heavy armor. Much information about him stretches belief, including he was supposedly born at a different time period altogether, over 150 years ago. If he was, he's said to proceed from the mythical Holy Iskan Empire, an enormous nation believed to have laid just across the Tianshan and Ishkal mountains to Calvert's east. Sintar presumably had vanished following a calamity 130 years ago. In its heyday, 9 groups served to protect the royal imperial line. Eastern sources indicate that he was a warrior who represented the Rahu, a tribe of white descent hailing from the west. Inclined to believe it's all bull. But in an age where immortals like the Landsman can exist in Erebonia, I can't rule out the possibility of there being some truth to it either. I mean, she was alive for over 200 years. Whether it's true or not, evidence might suggest that his armor and strangely shaped battle axe might be artifacts. Considering his joining of the Gardens and the stories claimed his immortality, this might be highly likely. On top of that, he primarily suspected regarding the Eyes and Shields annihilation in the outskirts of Cray, though I can't say that for a fact. More information needed. Gender male, age 21. One of Almada's 3 pillars. By possibly the most evil and sinister middle, he doubles down as the Garden's ringleader and overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Melchior's skills don't fall behind any of his artifact-wielding peers, being highly skilled in the use of the Orbal Net and being capable of infinitely spawning and freely controlling explosives. Beyond that, he also serves as Almada's main strategist and Dante's right-hand man and confidant, and possibly his lover. His past is shrouded in mystery. His origins might trace back to the same organization the Oathbreaker, one of Ouroboros' Anglos, also comes from. The Order of the Moonlight Horse existed since the Middle Ages, where the Oathbreaker sat among its top brass for the longest time before losing to Ouroboros and switching sides. He's an entirely different matter and a major threat all on his own. Wrapping this back around, Melchior might have been a direct subordinate of the Oathbreaker before going on to take the scattered remnants of the infamous cult. And that, if that's true, that would make him something of a prince in the underworld. For someone as powerful as him to idolize Dante so much is nothing less of ominous and concerning, to say the least. The thing that concerns me is him staying in Cray's vicinity, following the Ashen Shield, turning into ghouls. Cray's not just some sleepy village with beautiful vistas. More than a touristic spot, it lies struck between several forces working from the shadows. It also happened to be one of the few places in northern Calvert with a sizable eastern and central eastern population. Knowing of the source of Almada's financing, actually, I'd rather not speculate any further. Well, my feelings take away. Dante's could fill every single page in this notebook. There's not a night when I'm not overcome with regret, but this notebook is not meant for my personal thoughts. Most things I've come to learn about him and his life are at least a little eyebrow raising. Him being a member of the DG cult before joining Almada, being related to Calvert's old royal family, perhaps even a direct descendant. The tales of a sword are equally as hard to believe. A gigantic blade of black and silver, thought to be an artifact hidden by the royal family, this demon blade was the instrument which he slew Enrique, Almada's previous head. Hard as these tales are to believe, their true purpose is to strike fear in the hearts of those who hear him, to make Dantes nothing short of a living manifestation of shadows and agony. Fierce and equally as alluring, his unquenchable thirst for fear is what draws many to him. Seductive and enchanting, it has earned him many loyal followers, but where does such invaluable hunger come from? Your hypothesis surfaced recently, which might fairly explain things. Its source, however, is a little unusual, and I'm not particularly keen to take it at face value. But that's neither here nor there. The more pressing matter of his goal in Basel, and that him and the others might be going after something else. His true goal, I imagine, fear. This is what the want and need to bring about true dread and terror to the masses. He wasn't able to achieve it with the help, even with the help of a genius, but that will put a stop to him. He will stop at nothing to achieve his mission. Looking into this matter should take priority. Regardless, he sure managed to pull a fast one on me in Tharbad. I was distracted by that call, and that's no excuse. I should have seen through it much sooner than I did.
At this point, I've worked out how I'm going to get everything recorded, as well as how to leave these notes behind. Now comes the real showdown with him. It's going to be the biggest gamble I make as both a reporter and an information dealer. If, by some sheer miracle, I make it back in one piece, I'll absolutely be following up on those theories I've written about. I can already imagine the hell I'm in for with that dope of a Spriggan and that cub reporter. I really do worry about her. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's just part of the fun.
Dingo. Dingo!
You dumbass. Who's the real dope between us, huh?
This dude was totally nuts. How the heck did he find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for others spurring him on to gather this much information. He was both a clever and a kind man. And he knew he wasn't just trying to make amends or settle. I don't doubt he was genuinely worried for everyone's future. It goes without saying, but it's a true shame. He was taken from us far too young. I'm glad you two were able to find his notes. No. After that, once the contents were copied, it was decided the Mary Al would hold on to the originals for safekeeping.
That's all, folks.
Mira deposit confirmed.
You okay, Van? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just thinking. Is there something bothering you? Guessing the stories about the gangster and Almada remnants are on your mind. Yeah, if Ramadi, Jack, and Killiko were all talking about them, they're definitely worth mulling over. You're referring to the accounts of them being sighted in the Tyrell District course. Now that you mention it, it is kind of worrying. Maybe we should drop by town just in case. Not a bad idea. Can't hurt to check out again.
Banner launched.
I'll do this one. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Oh! Gah! Yeah, sounds pretty serious. Must be tough getting old. If you don't throw your back out, Victor. They have had all this figure out you'll be depriving your granddaughter of. Not happening. Grandpa, are you okay? I think you'd better take the day off, man. Are you nuts? I can't take a day off over a few aches and pains. Not only do I have our regulars and reservations to handle, but today and tomorrow are inventory stocking days. Those are crucial. We also need to start making test batches for the Revolution Festival menu. Grandpa, you can rest. It's okay, Mommy and I can handle it. Aw, thank you, man. Just hearing those words make you Grandpa feel strong. I think that settles it. You need help in the kitchen today, period. Tell you what, if you think I'm up to the task, I'll take over the kitchen for a while. I can't do it all day, but it's the least I could do. Been cooking a lot throughout the years. I don't recall you owing me for any of it, you punk. Very well, I'm not going to abandon the kitchen. I don't like it, but you can help out during rush hour. I'm going to supervise your cooking, and don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're doing me a favor either. Understand? Fair enough. You're enjoying your rules. Just tell me what to do, boss. Yay! Thanks, Van. I'll help with the customers. You're cutting the cabbage wrong. Slice it more finely. Like this? No, even more. Like this? Now that's too fine! No, don't stir so fast. Thought you said you didn't want it to burn. Which is it? Both. Keep stirring it so it doesn't burn, but don't do it too fast. Once that's ready, go grab a bag of flour and a can of milk from the pantry. Hang in there, Van. You can do it. It's clear as day whose dish looks more appetizing. Jeez, when did this become a competition? Oh, you're the pro, of course yours is better. I think my stuff holds fine on its own. The presentation's not too shabby, at least. Think so? Don't get cocky, punk. You've still got a lot to learn. We'll see about that. Let's taste them and find out. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost think you two were having some nice father and son bonding time. I'll have to take your word for it. Don't really know how that's supposed to look. Good thing he said it's my actual son, or I would have disowned him for all the trouble he's caused around here. You love him. Rush hour. Continue to pace with Van and Victor, yelling at each other in the kitchen. Her hands full with customer orders. Hey, your Cheryl man really likes cracking the whip. My arms are so sore I ain't gonna be lifting anything heavier than my Zypher today. Thanks for your help on my dad today. It means a lot. It's not much, but here's a little something on the house. I mean, you didn't have to, but thanks, Paulette. My dad's really fired up after that. He put extra effort into it just for you. You didn't have to tell him that. Even I have to admit a good-for-nothing son... when a good-for-nothing son has earned his keep. I speak from experience when I say this. A family can take on many forms. Maybe it only has one parent, or maybe it has no one even related by blood. Point is, there's no right way to be a family. You get to define what your family is and what bonds you cherish. Aww. Couldn't have said it better myself. Careful, though. I don't think I'm the only potential son in this picture. Like heck, your head will freeze over before I'll count that two-timing scumbag as one of my own. I never named any names. Graham's right. You and me are family. I'll always be with you, Van. I promise. Aww. You sure can melt a grown-up's heart. It should be real careful making promises like that at your age. But thank you, Yunes. It means a lot. Don't care what you think. If you're disappointing my sweet, innocent granddaughter, you'll be going into a world of pain, you brat. Aww. Aww. I'm so happy.
Mommy, Grandpa, and me are always rooting for you.
Aww, that's so sweet. That was nice and wholesome. I enjoyed that. Okay. Alright, that was beautiful. I'm so happy. Let me see if I can get him in my office real quick. Do I have time? Let's see.
Those are impressive results.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.